And with the setting lever back in place, the keyless work is now assembled. So back onto the chronograph side, we'll just reassemble the chronograph components. And with the chronograph running wheel, the hour recording wheel. And on with the chronograph and automatic works cover plate here. Now the reversing wheel there was soaked in Lubetta. and dried off. I had somebody asking me about that in the past. And one of the most common questions I get asked is, what is that blue grease that I use? Of course, that's Mobius 9501. It's just lubricating the heart cams on the chronograph running wheel and the hour recording wheel. Let's put this spring back properly. I was very curious that that was out of place before. Now back in with the pallets. And now I'm ready to fit the balance. See if we can get a heartbeat. I just cleaned and oiling the end stones for the upper and lower pivots of the balance wheel. And just replace this friction pinion, and I can reassemble the motion work and refit the calendar and 24-hour plate. Right, before I fit this plate, I need to deal with this little post, and that fell out for a reason, so I'll just make a new one. Be friction fit, and I'll drive it in quite tightly. Doubt it'll fall off again once I'm finished with it. I'm just using a little bit of brass taper pin wire. And there you go. Quite a straightforward little job. Right, and with that done, I can just reassemble this plate and refit those wheels. I've straightened these pins. I would imagine they may have got bent, possibly when trying to change the calendar when the hands are at midnight, although that's just a guess. That's trying to force it round and that bent the pins. Just for any kind of watch, never try and set the calendar at midnight, as you're liable to do damage to the calendar work as a result. And here we are with the 24-hour function. The 48-hour function. Just a couple of nested wheels here, and just need to pull this spring out so it engages with the pinion of the wheel underneath. And then this spring just locks it in place. And it's all held down with this little really thin brass plate, which you just need to eyeball to the centre before screwing it down. And the wheel can be pushed around with this little spring, which is operated by the small button on the side of the case. And that's held down with two shouldered screws. It's quite possible somebody struggled with this in the past. It might explain some of the problems. You notice on the right hand side underneath the two screws, just slightly to the right, big scratch, a little scratch in the actual plate. I don't know. Certainly that chronograph spring was out of place, and they don't normally just jump out of place. And of course, the calendar wheel post, that was out, and yeah, difficult to know. Anyway, we've dealt with most of the problems here. It's quite clear that that scratch was as a result of somebody trying to fit the spring in the past, and been a little bit over enthusiastic. And I've straightened the dial feet on this dial, and things look a little bit more central now. Few more things to do on this watch. I have to relume the hands. Yes, there was some staining on some of the parts, and for the life of me, those stains would not come off. I'm sure they could with a lot of polishing. But I've had this on the timing machine, and everything looks fine, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. Yes, a couple more things to do, but that's basically the long and short of it. Strip down and clean of all the parts, and reassemble of this Ikepod, which has, as you've seen, the Valjoux 7750 movement, and with the 24-hour function. So, thank you for watching. If you are new to my video content, then please consider subscribing. It's free, and you'll be informed when I publish new content. And you can also find me on Facebook and Twitter. Also, be sure to visit my website, www.watchrepairtalk.com. And here you're going to find even more content and find out how you can watch my premium watch repair videos. And finally, you can support these videos and be able to have exclusive access to my premium watch repair videos by becoming a patron. Details in the description below.